Alec Baldwin filing a lawsuit claiming malicious prosecution against him after the fatal shooting of Halyna Hutchins, of course, the cinematographer on the set of the movie Rust. The civil lawsuit was filed in Santa Fe, where a judge dismissed the manslaughter charges against Baldwin in July of last year. NewsNation's own Caitlin Becker has been following the story from the beginning very closely. Caitlin, tell us more about this new lawsuit.
We don't talk about things like malicious prosecution very often, but I am not surprised that Alec Baldwin decided to take legal action against these prosecutors and other people who have testified against him in this trial. He's been very vocal about how he felt like it was, I mean, not to quote President Trump, who he parodies on SNL, a bit of a witch hunt. That's really kind of what he said. Basically, what we're seeing in the lawsuit is him really accusing this group of defendants, particularly the prosecutor, of just trying to scapegoat him and kind of being like a dog with a bone when it came to trying to make sure he was held responsible for the death of Halyna Hutchins. Now, we know Hena Gutierrez-Reed, the armor on the set, was charged with the exact same charges and was found guilty. He, however, had his case dismissed. We hear a bit of relitigation of his defense in this lawsuit, particularly in regards to some mismanaged evidence. And they point out in the lawsuit that the judge, when dismissing these charges, said basically that there was no way to right the wrong of the court. So having the judge on record really siding with him going into this lawsuit is going to be a really powerful thing in his arsenal.
As we're learning about the lawsuit, we know we named Special Prosecutor Carrie Morrissey and many others. Have they responded at all?
So many of the people in the lawsuit have been totally quiet, but Morrissey, who has been so vocal with her distaste of Alec Baldwin and really wanting to kind of stick the screws to him, said this: in October 2023, the prosecution team became aware that Mr. Baldwin intended to file a retaliatory civil lawsuit. We look forward to our day in court. So not backing down there, no surprise, but interesting that she clocked that date. I believe there's a statute of limitations on when you can file something like this, so I wonder if saying 2023 might go into what her possible defense could be. But in the lawsuit, Alec Baldwin says that this woman quoted basically calling him an arrogant expletive and that she just didn't like him. And so that is why she went after him. And it seems that the court is really on his side because of the dismissal of those manslaughter charges, because one of the big pillars that you need to prove if you're trying to get this malicious prosecution thing in your favor for Baldwin is proving that the original case ended in your favor. And it really seems that that is the case. I wouldn't be surprised if this settled, Hena.
Quickly, you think?
Maybe. I don't know. She is digging in her heels, so maybe all she kind of wanted was seemingly, according to him, is kind of to embarrass him publicly, and she might be able to get that if they take this to a jury trial.
All right, Caitlin Becker, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.